Here we go. I'm so excited. Let me know if you guys are here watching live or on the replay. Um, and let's get started. So there is so much energy happening right now, you guys, out there. And so I wrote on the title of this, like January 17th through the 21st. There's so much energy coming in, right? And we talked about this about a month ago when we were going through another gateway, right? And we call them like a gateway or a portal because really that's what's happening. And I was talking to one of my coaching clients, and I think she's also going to make her own video, but one of the words she used was gateway, the way the planets are. Now, everybody needs to know right now that I'm a novice when it comes to actually the signs and the planets and this and that. I'm more on the energetic side and more on the frequency side of what is occurring around us. So that's why I like to call it an energy update, because I'm not the one that's going to say Mars is at 22 degrees in Leo or any of that. That's not my specialty, and I'm cool with that. So just so you guys know, this is all about our evolution as we evolve, right? There's just every year we get new energies coming and anchoring down to Earth. So think of it this way. You are a light worker, right? And what does that mean? It means that you are here to anchor the light down onto the earth. And as within, so without, as above, so below, right? So when you think about it, all this energy is actually coming through your system. And so you may have experiences in your energy system, in your sleep, in your dreams. Oh my goodness. But also like outer chaos, right? Also like outer chaos is happening. So what's happening here because of the lunar eclipse, it's like bringing up a lot of shadow, like a lot of shadow work, right? So some of your dark side may show up, right? But also it's really important to realize that old things may present themselves to you right now. That's like your shadow, right? Because as you peel away the layers of your spiritual awakening and your personal and self-development, you become more and more conscious and more higher frequency. But in order to do that, you've got to be presented with the dark part of yourself so that you can illuminate it, essentially, right? So any like addictions may present themselves again, or something that just happened to me. I shared on one of my posts, like old thoughts of lack can come up, like things that you grew through. This is the big thing that I've been reading now in the general population is we are being represented with things that happened in 2017 right now. So think about, and to me 2017 was like a shitstorm for me, right? And so depending on what you went through or experienced in 2017, it could be representing itself to you. And that seems to be what's happening to me. It's like, bam, all of a sudden, all these orders are totally not going through on my website. People's payments are failing like crazy all of a sudden. It's like, what is going on? And so it's an opportunity for you to see that part, that lower vibration. It's either a shadow, I want to call it a shadow, or it's the illusion. It's an illusion that's representing itself to you for you to shine light on it and be done with it, these old behaviors or old thought patterns, or things like not taking care of yourself. All of these things could be presenting themselves to you right now, 17th to the 21st. This huge gateway is coming on. It's anchoring a whole nother like light dimension on our planet. And so you're, of course, you're part of the one. You're going to be feeling it. You're going to be experiencing it. So one of the most important things is for you to be ready for unexpected things to happen right now. Expect the unexpected, but then the second most important thing is when that unexpected thing, emotion, event, whatever it is, presents itself to you, you need to ask yourself, how am I going to react now? Am I going to backpedal and react the way the old thought process used to be, right? And be angry at your relationships, whatever's going on for you. Or are you going to act as if you are that light worker that you are today? Think about who you were 2 years ago, who you are today. And we all have learned, I hope, through this process, that you are the one that is consciously creating your life, and you are the one that's emanating frequency and energy. So it's really important for you to stay freaking grounded if you get presented with some crap right now. It doesn't mean all of you guys are going to be presented with crap. So if this doesn't feel good to you, don't own that shit. Be like, I'm not going to be presented with crap. Everything's going to go smooth. Great. But if for some reason it does show up, this is your sign to realize, how do you want to react, right? And this is the time for you guys to really choose your future, right? I don't know if you guys have ever read the Left Behind series or watched that little movie, The Left Behind, but I was talking to my mastermind girls last night on our call, and I was like, this is what it reminds me of. It's like, this is your chance for your tribulation, for you decide if you're going to choose the light or choose the dark. You know, are you going to surrender and operate as a soul, or are you going to stay in that denser energy where you feel like you're the only one in control, where you're just like, I have to stick with this third dimensional way of thinking? This is the gateway for you to make that decision on, are you going to start operating as a soul and surrender and realize that you are actually creating our evolution, right? Or are you going to try to stay safe and not make change, right? And stick to go with your head down to your job over and over and over, and just be completely slumbered, and just do what everybody else is doing via the media and all that, right? This is your chance to step back. I feel like they're coming through. They're like, step back, and don't look at all of those things outside of yourself. It's really important as you awaken spiritually and as you evolve to be alone and be in solitude, because even just all of these videos on Facebook or all the posts on Instagram about the moon, like a lot of it could be distraction. So it's really time for you to really take time for yourself and sit in solitude, so you could feel who you really are, and you could see your shadow coming up, right? See these darker thoughts. Like the one thing that another training that I wanted to do for you guys was on shadow work. And it's really, if there's something outside of you that you don't agree with, that you're pushing against, that you're jealous about, that you're angry about, that is all your shadow. Because when you think about it this way, a spiritual awakened and evolved person can sit in chaos and be in ecstasy, right? A spiritually awakened person, evolved person, can sit in chaos and experience ecstasy. And so, yeah, that's really hard to do. So like, don't be like, Jesus, Brandalene, it's more difficult than you're saying. But it's the process of getting there and realizing, I don't have to react to this. I'm not part of this. If I react, I become part of this. So really sitting in that solitude, right? So choose your future. Am I going to operate as soul? Am I going to operate as third dimension? This is important stuff, guys, because after we have this gateway shift and after it anchors down, your decision and your actions are going to create, reaction, and the ripple effect is going to come back to you, right? You need to know that during this time, your thoughts and beliefs are going to manifest quickly. Everything's happening really quick, because we're in this shift. We're in a massive shift, so everything's happening quick. So you need to realize that it's important to stay thinking positive. It's important to stay grounded. So some great things for you guys to do is to really write down some things that no longer serve you, especially old beliefs, especially jealousy, especially healing those relationships, healing those karmic, those family relationships, like seeing them in a different light and letting that shit go, right? Letting that shit go. Because if you have something that's pulling and tugging you, that's your karma, that's your shadow. It's important to just be chill with whatever's happening, right? Outside of yourself. So let's see. 2017 was your shit show, right? 2018, we went through a bunch of stuff. Now 2019, like, we're putting that all to bed, and we're getting ready to, from what I believe, like May, June, July, we're going to be moving forward in a massive, wonderfully way. So if we can let go of this shit, we're going to propel ourselves forward for some really epic stuff. And I'm really excited about that, because if you've been doing the work, you're about to get a shit ton of rewards, you guys. If you've been doing the work and setting your steps up, right? Like the angel number I'm always seeing is 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the work. You might not see the rewards right now, but you are going to. All right. So let go of what no longer serves you. Stay grounded. Do a beautiful meditation practice these next few days so that you, when you're doing your meditation practice, like you're opening the door to receive that download. You want to get it. You don't want to be left behind. Like I was saying, you want to get it. So get some meditation. Get in that quiet place. Have solitude. Stay grounded. Give yourself a friggin' sea salt bath. Or people like me that don't have a bathtub, sea salt yourself in the shower, right? Cut these cords, wash away anything, forgive people, anything that brings a rise out of you, put that shit to bed right now, because that does not serve you. That is part of your darkness, part of the illusion, something that you need to resolve. If it creates friction, it's something you need to resolve, right? And realize that your thoughts and expectations are manifesting quickly. So this is your energetic update. We're getting ready to move forward in a quick way, and I'm really excited to have been able to be here with you guys in our group. And I'm going to put this on my YouTube and the podcast, the Craving Consciousness podcast too, for everybody out there. I'm sending you all love, and you guys have a beautiful full moon.